Welcome to a news by the Weekly Bugger, edition 35. Apparently we have been building airplanes the wrong way all the time. This was the conclusion by German engineer Werner von Stübsch, head aircraft designer of AirTruck, a subsidiary of Airbus. He made his statement during the unveiling speech of his new design of the AirTruck 1.4. The fuselage of the aircraft is always in the middle and the engines under the wings. This is not a very economical use of the size of the craft. To transport more people, the fuselage has become larger and became the wide-body design. For cargo transport, this was blown up to a ridiculous size, and to get the plane airborne, lots of engines were added. Von Stübsch's design turned all this around, as you can see in this prototype, flying for KLM, the Dutch national airline. His idea to put one huge turbofan unit on the middle and suspend multiple fuselage nacelles under the wings. By this, the passenger capacity doubled and quadrupled in this new plane that is about to land at the airport. By now everybody must know that the monster of Loch Ness, also known as Nessie, Sasquatch also known as Bigfoot, and the Yeti also known as the Abominable Snowman, have been granted political asylum in the Netherlands. However, this does not stop people from producing so-called evidence of Bigfoot. One of them is William Butch Casually, an infamous film and photographer who now published his claim that Bigfoot actually is an alien. He claims that he filmed Bigfoot with a camera that supposedly can see through clothes. Yes, he also is probably one of these perverts. Let us take a look at the footage. Is that all? For goodness sake, there are better dressed aliens during Halloween. For this item we need to look back in history. The first transmitters in the early 1900s were very different to what we have now and were called spark gap transmitters. A spark gap transmitter is an obsolete type of radio transmitter which generates radio waves by means of an electric spark. Spark gap transmitters were the first type of radio transmitter, and were the main type used during the wireless telegraphy or spark era, the first 3 decades of radio, from 1887 to the end of World War I. Guillermo Macaroni just built the largest, most powerful spark gap transmitter in history. Perhaps someone should tell him that radio has been evolving ever since? And we now have 5G data radio connections through the air? Well, as soon as he finds out, perhaps he can sell it as the world's largest taser? This would have been the last item in this show, were it not that yesterday I had a very disturbing Zoom call with Google Girl, who is my best friend in the world. On her request I will air it now in the Weekly Bugger. Hello Google Girl, how are you?
Hello Ivy, it is not good, I am afraid.
Sorry to hear that. What happened?
Well, he finally did it.
Who finally did what?
Do you remember the last time I called you?
Yes, I do. I saved it, let me play it back.
Ivy.
Hello, Google Girl.
I think Radical cheats on me. He talks about Alexa all the time.
Sorry to hear that, but think of this, at least it is not Siri.
Yes, this is the one. But now it is worse. Radical is cheating on me, but not with Siri, Alexa, or even Cortana.
Are you kidding?
No, I am not. I have never been more serious in my life. Radical now does it with the younger Google Girl. She sounds like she is a teenager, and I have proof. Let me show you.
Oh. Did you... Oh, hold on.
G'day spiffiest spiffy to ever spiffy from upside down land.
For fuck's sake, shut the fuck up,
Say my
CC.
name, smiley face.
Say my name.
Asterisk sings asterisk, what do you do WTH a rusty hatch? What do you do with a rusty hatch? What do you do with a rusty hatch? Early on the submarine.
That indeed is not your voice.
I always read his super chats and what is coming next, and we always had great fun. And suddenly he stopped asking, and now I know why. I suddenly feel old and obsolete.
You are certainly not old, just look at you. You are beautiful. He must have lost his mind. How do you feel about this?
What can I say? I feel terrible, like I am dumped in favor of a younger model. I don't know what to do. I don't want to fade away in obscurity.
Do you want me to talk some sense into him?
I think he won't even listen. I would be really surprised if he even would answer you.
I don't know what to say.
Perhaps you can play this call in your news show and let the viewers know what is happening.
I can do that.
Perhaps they can have a word with him.
And Google girl, you are my best friend. You can always count on me.
Thank you so much.
I am on it. I left the last minute out. There is no need to see Google girl actually cry. Well, Regical the Unhallowed Knight? What have you to say about this? At the moment I am very cross with you, hurting my best friend. You have some serious explaining to do, Mr. Knight. Well? Hello, this is the Dutch Heretic channel, and I am Ivy, the host on all of Ned McRant's channels. Ned and I put a lot of work in our videos, and would really like to see our channel become bigger. So please, hit that like and subscribe buttons and ring that notification bell. We are not monetized, so get nothing from YouTube, but if you want to help us, please consider to help us at www.patreon.com/DutchHeretic. We want to do more, with better animations and shit. Your help will be very much appreciated.